Imagine this. It's 2 a.m., you're stuck in a dead diner in the middle of nowhere. Rain hitting the windows, phone about to die. And then someone walks in. Seems normal, right? Yeah, until a voice starts talking to you. From a radio that isn't even plugged in. And it knows everything about you. Your secrets. Your fears. Even how your life is about to fall apart. But here's the deal. What if I told you you could fix everything? Money, love, success, all of it. There's just one catch. You have to order from the menu. And trust me, you do not want to know what's on that menu. So yeah, tonight's story, it's not just creepy, it's messed up. Let's get into it. The diner was dead. 2 a.m. dead. Rain splattering against the windows dead. Maya had been leaning on the counter for the past hour, scrolling through her phone, watching her battery drain just like her will to live. She hated this shift. The graveyard. Nothing but drunks and weirdos. And the occasional couple who'd sit in a booth for 3 hours over 1 cup of coffee. But tonight it was just her, alone, in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. The bell above the door jingled. Maya looked up. A guy walked in, shaking rain from his jacket. Late 20s, wet hair plastered to his forehead. Nothing special about him, just some dude trying to get out of the storm. "Hey," he said, sliding onto a stool at the counter. "You guys still open?" "Coffee's hot," Maya said. "Kitchen's closed unless you want a sandwich." "Coffee's perfect." She poured him a cup. He wrapped his hands around it, warming them. For a minute, neither of them spoke. Just the rain and the low hum of the old radio in the corner. "You work this alone?" he asked. "Every night." "That's rough." Maya shrugged. "It's a job." "I'm Jake, by the way." "Maya." He smiled. Nice smile. Normal smile. The kind of smile that made Maya almost relax. Almost. "So what brings you out at 2 a.m, Jake?" "Besides the rain. Just driving. Couldn't sleep. Saw the lights." He gestured at the neon sign flickering outside. "Figured I'd stop." "Not a lot of people figure that. Maybe they're missing out." Maya snorted. "Trust me, they're not." Jake laughed. It was a good laugh, warm. Maya found herself almost smiling. It had been a long time since anyone made her smile. The radio crackled. Maya glanced at it. The thing was ancient. Greg, her manager, refused to replace it. Said it added character. Maya thought it added static and headaches. "Ignore that," she said. "Piece of junk." "It's not plugged in." Maya looked again. He was right. The cord was wrapped around the back, not connected to anything. "That's weird." The radio crackled again. Louder this time. A voice cut through the static. "Maya." She froze. "Did you hear that?" She whispered. Jake nodded. His face had changed. Not much, just enough. The voice came again. Clearer. Smoother. Like it was sitting right next to them. "You've been working hard, Maya. Real hard." "And for what?" "Minimum wage. Greg's gonna fire you next week, you know that, right? Found some kid who'll work for less." Maya's hands gripped the counter. "Who is this?" "Someone who knows things. Like how your mom's in the hospital. How the bills are piling up. How you haven't slept more than 4 hours a night in months. Because you're so damn worried all the time." Jake was watching her. Not saying anything. Just watching. "How do you know about my mom?" Maya's voice cracked. "I know everything, sweetheart." "That's the point." The menu board behind the counter flickered. The letters started changing, rearranging themselves. Maya spun around, stared at it. "Forgetting stew. Price, your worst memory. Success steak. Price, someone else's failure. Love pie. Price, your ability to trust. Revenge burger. Price, your humanity." "What the hell is this?" "A menu," the voice said. "You work in a diner, Maya. You know how it works. Customer orders. Chef cooks. Customer pays. This isn't real." "Pinch yourself." She did. It hurt. "See, real. Now here's the deal. Your mom, she's got 6 months, tops. Unless you come up with 50 grand. You got 50 grand, Maya?" She shook her head. "Didn't think so. But you could. Order something from that menu. Just one thing. And your mom gets better. Miracle recovery." Doctors baffled. "You're a hero." Maya stared at the glowing letters. Her hand moved before she told it to. Hovered over the success steak. "Someone else's failure," she whispered. "What does that mean?" "Exactly what it sounds like. That promotion Greg promised you. The one he gave to his nephew. That nephew fails. Hard. Loses everything. Greg comes crawling back, begs you to manage this place. You're running it in a month. Money's good. Mom gets her treatment. That's evil. Is it, or is it just business? You've done worse, Maya. Remember Becky Simmons, 5th grade science fair? You sabotaged her project so you could win. You've always had this in you. You just forgot. Maya's stomach dropped. She hadn't thought about Becky in years. The girl's crying face. The teacher asking what happened. Maya standing there with her blue ribbon saying nothing. I was 12. People don't change. They just get better at hiding. Tears burned in Maya's eyes. She thought about her mom, the hospital room, the tubes, the way her hand felt so thin and fragile. What's in it for you? She asked. Me, I get to eat. That's all. I've been doing this a long time. Different places, different names, but always the same deal. Someone orders, someone pays, I get fed, and if I order the revenge burger, you keep your edges. You stop caring. That guilt you feel when you do something wrong? Gone. That little voice that says maybe this is bad? Silence. You just do what works, what gets you ahead. I become a monster. You become successful. Same thing, really. Maya laughed. It came out broken, desperate. Jake still hadn't moved, still hadn't spoken. Just sat there with his coffee watching her. His eyes had gone dark. Not brown, not black, just empty. Who are you? Maya asked him. You know who I am. And she did. Somehow she always had. Touch the menu, Maya, the voice said. You know you want to. You know you're going to. People like you always do. Her finger reached out, touched revenge burger. The lights went out, just for a second. Then they flickered back on. The radio screamed. Maya stumbled backward. Order placed, the voice purred. Excellent choice. The door burst open. Greg stormed in, soaked to the bone, his face purple with rage. Maya! Greg, what? My nephew. He crashed his car. He's in the hospital. They don't think he'll walk again. He was coming here to apologize to you. He felt bad about taking that job. Maya's blood went cold. No, that's not. I didn't. You did this. Greg grabbed her arm. I don't know how, but you did this. You're fired. Get out. Maya yanked away. Ran to the door. It wouldn't open. Locked. Bolted. She hadn't locked it. She never locked it. You can't leave yet, the voice said. You haven't received your order. The kitchen door swung open. A figure stood there. It wore a dirty apron. Held a plate. On the plate was a burger. The patty pulsed like a heart. You ordered, the figure said. I cooked. Now you eat. That's how it works, Jake said from behind her. His voice was different, now deeper, older, like it had been around for centuries. Maya turned in circles, trapped between them. Greg had gone silent, frozen in place, his eyes wide and unblinking. Eat, the chef said, and your mom lives. You get everything you wanted. The price, Maya whispered. I come with you, forever, in your head, whispering, pushing, every time. You need a little nudge. I'm there. That's the deal. Maya looked at the burger. It smelled incredible. Like her mom's cooking. Like the kitchen of her childhood. Like safety and love and everything good. Tears ran down her face. I'm sorry, Mom. She picked up the burger, brought it to her lips, bit down. Morning came, sunlight through the windows. The diner was clean, normal. Maya stood behind the counter, pouring coffee for a customer. She looked good, rested. Her uniform was new. Her name tag said manager. Hey, you guys hiring? The customer asked. I heard the old owner sold the place. Greg? Yeah, he had a breakdown. Real shame. Family stuff, I think. But we're doing great now. New energy. That's cool. So, hiring? Maya smiled. Perfect smile. Warm smile. Actually, yeah. Come back tomorrow at 9. Ask for Maya. The customer nodded, thanked her, left. The diner was empty again. Maya wiped down the counter, hummed to herself. In the corner booth, a figure sat alone. He raised his coffee cup in a toast, smiled at her. His eyes were black. Maya smiled back. On the menu board at the very bottom, small red letters had appeared. New management. Same great deals. Open 24/7. Last call is always served. If this story hooked you, then you already know what to do. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next crazy story dropping soon.